welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Today we'll be using this Peterbilt sleeper to haul a scraper from Oakland, California to Redding, California. This load weighs in at just around 90,000 pounds, and this will be a 240-mile trip for us, and this will be our first time heading over to Redding. We'll turn on the Peterbilt and we'll switch over here to the digital dash. I am using a Logitech G29 racing steering wheel here for today's American Truck Simulator video. This is one amazing game that I really do enjoy featuring, and this is one very heavy load for us, but we should be able to do a very nice job transporting it, and this Peterbilt does look pretty cool. Really do like the looks of these Peterbilts, and maneuvering out of here will be a little tricky for us, but we should be able to do it once we kind of back up here. Now just take a look at that, guys. Pretty big scraper. We do have an extra dolly up front here, which is very helpful for weight wise. I mean, it's just one very heavy load, so we'll have to kind of navigate out of here just very tight sometimes at these yards as a port where we are today. Looks like we are good there, and I hope all of you guys are having a great day today. Let me know how it is down below in the comments. My day is going well so far, and hope yours is too. And this will be a pretty exciting haul. We haven't actually hauled a scraper, I believe, and if we did, it's been a very long time for us. Wow, very, very tricky to maneuver in here, so we do have to be pretty careful. It is just around 8 a.m. here in game, and they do want us to come to a complete stop, but wow, squeezing through here will be a very, very tricky thing to do. I do have some more modifications to add to my American Truck Simulator because I did have a few problems and I actually had to reinstall the game, but take a look at that, guys. Very close fit there, but wow, we were able to manage it, and it looks like we'll be taking a turn. Nope, looks like we'll be going down, and hopefully if there's a gas station we'll be doing it, but this is actually a quick job here for us, so we are being paid just to drive it. It's not our truck, which is nice in some cases, and this will be very tricky because having that extra dolly will make it harder when traffic is here, so we will have to get as close as we can to the right side, and we are already over the line. Take a look at that, over quite a bit. Nobody's luckily on the other side, or else they would have to stop and wait for us to go by, but pretty hard roads to take a pretty big load like this. And once we do get on some easier roads, we'll do some cinematic shots, and we are coming up here to a red light, and I believe that I don't see a sign, so we could actually turn here on red, and it's a green light for us. We'll take a very wide turn here using a steering wheel that was awesome. Really do like lots. I actually did come to a complete stop. Just so much brake. I mean, the trailer brakes really do work, and just barely making the turn. Looks like we are doing it, and you guys can see holding up a little bit of traffic. There we go. I mean, that was a bit tricky. Looks like we did scrape a little bit there on the guardrail, but there was just no place for us to go. There's traffic there in that lane, and I did take a pretty wide turn, and I did do it very slow, but it looks like we are going to be jumping up here onto the freeway, which is nice. I just really do enjoy highway driving. It's a lot easier, especially with loads like this, and we don't have to navigate small roads like this, and narrow roads are always tricky, but wow, this thing really does kind of get over the line when you do some turns. But as you guys can see, oversized load, yep, it actually looks like it extends over the trailer just around a foot on either side, and it's a heavy haul. I do appreciate all of the support here on the daily videos. It's a lot of fun to upload every single day to YouTube, and I do have some pretty epic mods coming here for Farming Simulator, along with a pretty cool surprise. Take a look at that, guys. Very wide turn, just making that guardrail, and whoa, I just did it. Wow, that was a bit tricky. And looks like there's quite a bit of traffic. We are actually going to Redding here for the first time, and there's a semi-truck there. We got to get on the brakes. Whoa, almost a collision there. Just so hard to see, and you usually have to kind of turn there, and wow, just did not really see that. But it looks like we are now back here on the interstate. We'll do some more cinematic shots, and I really do like Peterbilts. They are a great company, and especially this sleeper is awesome. Really do like it on the inside, the wood, you guys can see. And this is an in-game semi. Hopefully we could get some modified semis, everything like that. But I think we'll just kind of continue down the road here en route to Redding, California for our first time. But 90,000 pounds feels like quite a lot. I do want to get over once this car goes by. Let them go by. Come on, keep going. I do really would like to switch And nope, I will stay over here because as you guys can see, it goes off there. Usually here in this game, it does that. So we might as well just stay here in the middle lane. We don't have to worry about that. And if we are slower, you guys can always pass. And I am as close as I can to the solid white line. Now let me know, guys, would you guys like me to do some multiplayer trucking? I think that would be pretty cool. We do some big multiplayer convoys. Let me know if we should do that. It looks like we are coming up here to kind of a very sharp roundabout, so we'll kind of drop our speeds quite a bit. I was going 55, a little bit over at some points, but not too much over, and they are pretty heavily here on their brakes, and it looks like we'll be taking this turn over here, so this will be a bit tricky, but this Peterbilt overall, though, has been doing a very nice job handling 90,000 pounds. That's a very heavy load. We'll have to get as much as we can over here because of how this trailer is, and I will be upgrading this graphics here in the game and a few other things like that. But wow, I mean, looks like we are not doing that bad, but now we are struggling fully on the acceleration, and it looks like we are now coming up here on a line of traffic, which means getting up to highway speeds will be very, very hard for us. Wow, actually a pretty big break here in traffic, so I'm going to go, yep, and we could go, but wow, just so hard to get up to speed when you do handle 90,000 pounds like this. And this load is paying us just around $11,500 for just around 4.5 hours worth of in-game driving here, which isn't that bad. I have been doing a lot lately here in American Truck Simulator and just really been enjoying this game. It's a great simulation game, and it's pretty realistic at the same time. And whoa, almost a collision there. Yeah, we just witnessed that car accident, getting on our brakes. Wow, the truck just did not look, and we have to get around, but I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen here. This is a first for us, seeing a major accident like this. Two semi-trucks, and that's not too good, and it looks like there's just too much traffic to get around. Looks like actually right after this one, is this one going to go? Yep, we'll get around really quick. Wow, that is a pretty bad accident there. Looks like they'll have to get off to the side of the road and stop and do everything like that. So we'll just get around them, but that is a first for me. I have not seen an accident like that. So we'll get back over and we'll keep going. Looks like there's quite a bit of traffic now, getting line back way back there. So I mean, it's pretty good that we're able to get around it. But next up, we'll get back up here to 55 miles per hour, a little bit less. I would try to stay around 50 here, especially hauling a very heavy load, and this merges back here to 2 lanes. So we'll just kind of keep cruising down the road. It looks like we'll be pulling in here to the nearest weigh station, and we do just have to get checked, and I wish that they would make this a little bit more realistic, but that is okay. Looks like we are actually the only truck coming in here. 15 miles per hour speed limit. Wow, we gotta get pretty slow, and since we are loaded, we'll come over here. Hopefully we are wide enough here for the scales. I mean, it's going to be a bit tricky, and we do have to activate it and submit to the weighs. And I actually do have some weighing areas on the Square Farms map if you guys would like to weigh your trucks, which is awesome. We'll pull forward just a little bit more, and that looks to be good. We'll enter here and get this inspection. So gross weight of 133,000 pounds. So that's quite a bit. The load weighs in at 90,000. So wow, that one very heavy truck, trailer, and load. And let's just do some cinematic shots there. Wow, take a look at that scraper. Pretty nice scraper, but 90,000 pounds, very, very heavy. And let's kind of take a look here. Traffic looks like there's no break in traffic. And usually I would try to go, but just so much traffic and just very heavy load. We could actually get going now. We'll get rolling, and we'll go right after this truck. Perfect. We'll just keep going. A bit slower, but this truck is letting us go, which is nice. And here in the game is just so hard to get up to speed, and especially with semi-trucks. So it's a bit getting used to kind of how semi-trucks do drive also. But we'll get up to speeds and we'll continue down the road. We've just under 30 miles left here in today's haul, and we'll be getting off the freeway, so we'll indicate. And I do want to get as close as I can here to the right side, because when we do take this very wide turn, we might not be able to clear the guardrail, and it's always nice to be prepared instead of having to remaneuver and hold up quite a bit of traffic. So we'll get going. Wow, take a look at the Peterbilt is struggling just a little bit, but I really do like using a wheel here for American Truck Simulator. It's just so helpful just course double check, triple check, and sometimes there's quite a bit of blind spot, and wow, we are able to make the turn. Very nice, no problem whatsoever. And I also do like how in this game it does show chains on the trailers, everything like that. That is just so cool. Hopefully, maybe for Farming Simulator 19, which is coming out this fall, we might get chains to chain things down. I mean, that would be a pretty nice thing. Not sure if it's going to happen, but I would definitely really like that. And we are getting pretty close here to Reading. Like I did touch upon, this is my first time coming here to this part of California, so I mean, this is pretty exciting. I do not want to go too fast here. It's a very sharp turn and not too much room on either side, but wow, I mean, this Peterbilt really does handle pretty well. Some cinematic shots for you guys. And, I mean, a pretty nice end to today. I mean, haul has been great so far. A little bit of traffic, I will have to say, but traffic is not that bad when it is rolling. And when it is stopped, it does take a lot more time. But wow, didn't really run into any problems here. A few tough corners. Other than that, I mean, great haul overall. And if you guys would like to see more American Truck Simulator videos, please let me know down below here in the comments. This is an amazing game. I really do enjoy featuring it. And the destination circle is coming up here, guys. So it should be very, very close by for us. And also let me know, guys, would you guys like me to set up a wheel camera? I think that that'll be a pretty cool thing to show, just like the wheels, or even a pedal camera. I think that could be very nice to add. And wow, looks like it's right up here, and looks like speed limit's dropping to 40, so we'll have to drop down, use our brakes. We do have brakes on the trailer, or else we wouldn't be able to stop one bit, but wow. And it looks like our destination is coming up. Trying to exactly see where, but it's not really showing it. Speed limit drops again, and the speed limit drops when there's more buildings, more people around, more of a population. So that's kind of why it drops back down, and it also depends here on the roads. But as you guys can see, we just discovered Reading, which is nice, and we won't be backing this in. This is just way too hard overload for us, because as you guys can see, it does have that extra low boy. But as you guys can see, today was a very successful haul. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and subscribe for more.